Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants. Kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. Here's Smith to return it. Across the 20 to mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. He's going to test the secondary right away. That is hot. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. You talk about a way to get this one started, Greg. Come on the road, go downfield deep, and put 6 on the board.
You can tell, Mike, this offensive coordinator, he wanted to come out aggressive in this one. Finds himself on the road. What does he do on the first snap? Deep shot, touchdown, strike first.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Their own 26-yard line.
Throwing right away is Dart. Crush, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Giants first down. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A gain there of 17.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. He's got it about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Rolling right, and he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Scatterboo, and this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain, and now it's 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand. Give your guy a chance to come down with it. And he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And he's out of bounds. We're going to mark him at the 35. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Mahomes now on second down. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So third down coming up. Mahomes now to throw again. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of down. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They put Kelce in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. That's caught, and it's Cam Scalaboo. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here we go, set. On 2nd down, a run with Scalaboo. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. It's Dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Here comes Smith on the return. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown. That's the way to get started. Picked up 17 and a very good first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That one batted away in the end zone. Incomplete. Good coverage where you need it most. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Flushed to his right to the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here is Dark. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical 3rd downs, better on 1st and 2nd. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
To the air on 2nd down. Dirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Giants.
New York Giants.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Working his way out left. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On second down, Dart to the outside, complete to Johnson. And he will score! Touchdown, New York. For Jackson Dart's milestone moment, his first NFL career touchdown pass. And look at this. Look at him go. Past the 40 to the 20. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs make it for first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the offward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 14 yards on that pass play there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
And now, with that first down of the drive, now you can see they're going to get rolling into more traditional 2-minute offense as they try to end this half with some points.
Here's first and 10. Mahomes back, moving outside the pocket. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
They put Kelsey in motion. On second down, Mahomes.
was able to get through his progression to his check down. He ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On first down, Dart taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to have it just past their 25.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college. And
the pass rush gets hold, and he goes down. A rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Everybody's got a song called Rockstar, running up the pop charts, talking same dude. I've been Houdini with my commas, my mama getting all these new tattoos. And I ain't saying that I'm Nickelback kicking it in Cali with the
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Dart going to throw here on second down. On the run to the right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
it's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
23 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the
To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. They try to work the screen with Scalaboo. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
brings up second and 11.
Second and 11.
42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart, and he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, The quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Trap 60, go.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing. Dart. Left side in the hands of Neighbor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
14 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 42.
On the play fake, here's Dart. Pushed out to his right. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That is caught. What a throw. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes on first down. Moving to his right. First down throw there is incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. It's second down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And that is incomplete.
So this is where things get tricky. They work all week with the pass rush, Mike, to move the quarterback off this spot. They don't want these NFL quarterbacks in rhythm, hitting the top of their drop, and delivering the ball on time. But then the second component to that is you get them out there on the run, and it can really stress your coverage downfield. So nice job here, sticking with their guys, not giving any open targets downfield, and they force the incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there.
Incomplete.
And that'll set up fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. Taken in, back at his own 12.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Out of its gun, here comes Dart.
When it starts bad, there's a funny way of ending up getting worse. And I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Dart. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
He's now third and 10.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory.
And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on fourth and goal.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a fourth down fake. But the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, am I better off having my punter attempt that pass and catch the defense off guard, or just keep my offense on the field?
It is brought in the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown Chiefs.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
First and 10. Here is Dart. That'll be taken in by Scalaboo. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a New York Giant.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
On second down, Dart. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play.
He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one. A first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Scalaboo. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Jaden Hicks on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings
So
up
we
second
are
and
through
7
3.
at the
And
26-yard
Sunday Night
line.
Primetime continues after this. So, from the 26-yard line, here is second down and 7. To throw is Dart. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms and is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown tonight. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, Dart. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now the New Jersey native who played his college ball at Rutgers, it's Isaiah Pacheco. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up second down.
From the 43, here's second and 8. from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Hey, Ridley! Gray is the motion man here. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is fourth down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Man in motion is Brown. Open man left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The 16-yard line. A 9-yard pickup in 2nd and inches.
Mahomes going to push this one forward. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Backs to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't... He was able to stay in bounds, and indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Dart going to throw it on second down. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Dart. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second down at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
It's going to be third. They need 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 14.
A play fake. Now Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point
On the
conversion.
zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. At midfield. Look at him go.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They put Kelsey in motion. They'll run with Smith. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll run with Pacheco. Trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll run with Pacheco. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. Off he goes. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here's Dart. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
Throwing, Dart. He'll be forced out right. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have the Giants 1st down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again goes Dart. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taking back to the other side of midfield.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 1st and 10.
And the Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A throw on the move is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 1st down, Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. Greg, that looked easy. We often talk about how condensed the space is down here in the red zone, but he got wide open that time.
I think anytime you see a guy that wide open, Mike, it comes down to not everybody in the secondary doing their job. Maybe someone's trying to do a little bit too much, and it backfires. You have to understand, what is my role within the coverage? Just focus on that, because when you don't, it leads to coverage breakdowns, and they don't get a lot easier than that one.
The final act now of this football game, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were